Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back into Beat the Book. As always, I am your boy Big Al Better. We got our NBA picks for February 27th. If you guys are new, welcome into the channel. Like I said, my name's Big Al Better, Big Al, as most people call me. And this is Beat the Book. This is a channel we do sports betting. We do NBA and NFL, and then we sometimes dabble in NHL. That's kind of been off and on lately. But anyway, you guys are here for NBA. That's what I'm here to give you guys. We had our picks yesterday. Video came out kind of late. So if you guys weren't able to catch it, you weren't able to catch it. It is what it is. We had a pretty solid night. We went slightly over 50%. Gave out 31 picks on the channel. We went 17 and 14 or 16 and 15. One of the lines changed at the end of the night. So we had the Clippers plus 5.5 is what I gave out in the video. Like 20 minutes later, it moved to 8.5 because plus 8.5 because Kawhi Leonard was ruled out. So if you would have seen the video 20 minutes after I posted it, you would have gotten the 8.5 number. If you would have gotten 8.5, it would have hit. So that's why it's kind of like a 17-14 versus a 16-15. I'm saying 16-15 because I gave you guys 5.5, but it did move to 8.5, and you probably got that if you had watched the video. So anyway, somewhat profitable night for us. Like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, the way we do it, I just go through the games. I give you guys the over, under, and spread picks, what I like for the day, and then I give you guys one or two player props from each game, or sometimes I do like over team totals, right? But anyway, we got 5 games on the slate today. So it's a pretty stacked slate, kind of. Yesterday was 10 games, so it was way more picks. But we got 2 really good games. One's that Cavs Pistons, which is the first game of the day, and the last one of the day is Nuggets Thunder, which I'm super excited for. But yeah, without wasting too much time, let me just hop into it, and we'll get it going here. We got the first game of the day, which is the Cavs at the Pistons. Spread is 5.5. Over under set at 227.5. I like the Pistons here in this spot, minus 5.5. You've got no Donovan Mitchell playing in this game. Jared Allen's playing, Evan Mobley's playing, Harden's playing. So it should be a good spot if you did like the Cavs. But just without Donovan Mitchell, I can't get there myself at 5.5. And the Pistons they've been great. So they're at home. They don't really lose at home. I think I was looking. They've lost 7 games at home. So they just don't really lose at home. So I expect them to take care of business here. I don't think winning by 5.5 is too hard of a chore for them. So that's what I like here is Pistons minus 5.5. As far as an over-under, I like the over in this spot. The Cavs have been scoring like 115 a game. I expect them to do that again. The Pistons are just going to be able to keep up. Now, you could get scared off of it because the Pistons do play really good defense. They kind of punch you in the mouth, But I just think with the way the Cavs have been playing ball, they're going to score points, and the Pistons are just going to keep up. And Cade's playing out of his mind right now. So anyway, that's what I like. The over 227.5. I think we get over. I don't know if we're going to fly over this number, but I think we'll get over. And then I like the Pistons minus 5.5. For your player props for this game, we're looking at Jared Allen. I have 2 of them for you. They're both Jared Allen. Double-double. It's plus money right now on DraftKings, plus 116. He's done this at 9 out of the last 10 games. He's gotten a double-double. So I think he gets it again here. He's double-digit points for every single game, and then he had one game in the last 10 where he had 9 rebounds instead of 10 rebounds. So, but double-double at plus money feels like a good spot for us, especially, like I said, the last 10 games, 9 out of 10, he's hit this. And then as far as the other line for him, I like him for points. It was 17-plus points earlier on. It just moved to 18-plus points. So I like him for 18-plus points. It's also, I believe, plus money, and he's done this in 7 of the last 10 games. And the games he didn't, he had 16, 15, and I think he had 10 points. So I love that spot for him, 18-plus points. He's a focal point. I know Mobley's back, and so that's kind of been eating a little bit into his points, but it hasn't really flagged him at all. So I like it a lot. And James Harden playing, he should be dishing the rock right to Jared Allen. So anyway, that's what I like. Double-double for Jared Allen, 18-plus points. It's 9 out of 10 games and 7 out of 10 games. It feels like a great spot for us. Next, we got the Nets at the Celtics. Spread 17.5, which is absolutely massive. Over-under set at 210.5. I'm just going to come right out and say it. I don't love this pick, but I'm on the Nets plus the 17.5. Celtics obviously have been a really good team lately. They're the 2 seed for a reason, right? But the Nets have been they've been staying close to people in games. So 17.5 feels like a touch too many points. If it was 14.5, I'd probably be on the Celtics. But 17.5 feels like a lot. So I'm going to take the Nets. I don't love it because I don't like betting on bad teams, and they're a bad team. But you're giving me 17.5 points. It's hard to not take it. And while I like the Celtics, I don't know if I like them to win by 18 points. You know what I mean? So if you guys disagree with that, let me know in the comments. But like I said, I don't love having to bet on the Nets, but I can't get to Celtics minus 17.5. That's a lot of points. Over under set at 210.5. I actually like the over in this spot. These guys have already played twice this year. Both games went over this number. So to me, it's too low. Even if you think the Nets are only going to get to 80 or 90 points, if the Celtics come in here and blow them out, I think we can still get to 210. And that is Yeah, that's what I like. And also the Nets have covered this number in both those games against the Celtics as well this year. So I like that the over is in our favor because both the games these guys have played have gone over, and both these games have had the plus 17 cover. So love that. As far as a player prop in this one, lots of Celtics players I could have gone with, but last night we had Nick Claxton for 12 plus points. He did cash. He hit 12 exactly. Tonight his line's 11 points, so we're gonna take him again. Claxton 11 points. He's kind of a beast. He gets his points, so I think he'll get to 11 again tonight. And like Jaylen Brown's number was way too high. Derek White was at 17 points, I think. But Nick Claxton, he just cashed for us, so I'm like, let's just go back to the well and see if he can cash for us again, Anyway, next game we got the Knicks at the Bucks. Spread's 8.5. Knicks are favored on the road. Over under set at 217.5. I like the over in this spot as well. Full disclosure, I'm on every over today. That was not intentional. It just happened to be the way that these lines shook out when I dove into the games and kind of looked at how these teams have played lately. I like the over 217.5. The Knicks haven't really been stopping anybody. The Bucks have been playing actually really good ball lately. They've won, I think, what I was looking at, 3 of the last 4 or 2 of the last 5, something like that. But they've actually been in some close games with a bunch of good teams. So I like the Bucks here plus 8.5 at home. Call me crazy if you want, but without Giannis, they've been playing good ball, and the Knicks have not shown us. I don't feel like the Knicks have been playing great ball lately. They kind of toy with teams. They haven't been blowing people out. And they play teams like the Pistons and they lose. So I don't know. I don't believe in the Knicks. I know they're a good team, but I just don't know if they're the team that's going to come in here and just dominate. So give me the Bucks at home plus 8.5 because I think they've been playing good, and then give me the over 217.5 just because I think it's just a touch too low. If it was 222.5, maybe I'd be looking at an under, but I think under 220 I can't take an under here. So give me the over, give me the Bucks, and then for your player prop, we're just going to take Jalen Brunson for 27 plus points. That's what his line's at right now. He's been obviously playing incredible, but Jalen Brunson's a beast. So if anybody on this team's going to go get 27, I mean, Cat could do it, but Brunson he's going to get to the line. He's going to get a bunch of free throws. He's going to have 12 points off free throws. He's going to make a couple threes, and he's going to, get in the paint. And if it's a close game at all, he'll be the one with the ball late in the game. So give me Brunson 27 points. Feels like a great spot. Next, we got the Grizz taking on the Mavs. Mavs just played last night. We had Kings Mavs. We were on the Kings plus 7.5 last night because the Mavs kind of just suck, and the Kings covered for us. They won straight up, and then we are also on the over because neither of these teams play defense, right? The Kings don't play defense, and the Mavs don't play defense. Well, the Grizz are a team just like the Kings. They don't play defense. All their games, I was looking at it, all their games have gone over this number lately. All the Mavs games have gone over this number lately. So we're on the over 238.5. It's a massive number. I wanted to be on the under. When I saw the line, I was like, we're going to be on an under. Looked at the last 5 for both these teams, and I was like, can't even be on an under. I can't trust it because they got to 250 last night. So unless your theory is that the Mavs are on a back-to-back, so they won't score as many points, then I could kind of see how we wouldn't get to this over, but also you got this Mavs team that's at home, and as we all know, when role players and your bench players, which is what half this Mavs team is because of how injured they are, when those guys play at home, they make more shots. So the Mavs role players and guys are going to score points, and then the Grizz are going to come in here and they're going to score shots too. Tons of injuries in this game. I'm not even going to go through them all, but give me the minus 4.5 with the Mavs. I don't know. I just can't get to the Grizz. 4.5 just doesn't seem like enough. Both these teams suck. They don't win games, right? And so, yeah, give me the Mavs here minus 4.5, even though, like I said, I don't like either side in this game. And then give me the over for sure, over 238.5, because I don't think either of the teams are going to play defense. Grizz have a rest advantage, so if that's something that makes you lean towards the Grizz, then there you go. But I don't know. The Mavs, they scored plenty of points last night even. I think we're getting it over. And then as far as your player prop for this one, we're going to be on Cam Spencer for 2 threes. He's averaging over 2.5 threes a game this year. So I think for him to get 2 threes in what should be a high-scoring game doesn't seem too crazy. And I want to say it's either a minus 110 or it's like a plus. It might be a slight plus money over on DraftKings. But anyway, then we got our final game of the night, which, like I said, should probably be the best one. The Nuggets at plus 7.5 at the Thunder. Obviously, they're minus 7.5 at home. Over-under set at 233.5. For this game, Let's go to the over/under first. These guys have played one time so far this year, and it was at the beginning of February. It was 111 to 121, or to 122, 112, 121, right? A 9-point game. You get to 233 exactly. So this line set right there, 233.5. I like the over. I just think we're going to get points. The Nuggets are one of the highest scoring teams, if not the highest scoring team in the league right now, averaging 120 a game. I think they're going to get close to that again. And if the Thunder are expected to win this thing by 8.5 according to the book, or 7.5. They're going to score more points. If we get both teams around 120, that's 240. It's simple math, right? So I like the over here, 233.5. As far as a side, I like the Nuggets plus 7.5. Obviously, Shea's back. No J-Dub. He's not playing. Nuggets fairly healthy. No Aaron Gordon still. Julian Strother's a game time decision. Jamal Murray's game time decision. There's one other player. Peyton Watson's not playing. I don't believe in this game. But yeah, I like the Nuggets here plus 7.5. They've been playing great ball lately. I'm not saying they're going to come in here and win this, but I think the Thunder They played good without Shea, but Shea's back. I don't know what kind of Shea we're getting. Are we getting a Shea that's going to come in here and score 35 points? Or are we getting a Shea that's going to have to kind of play his way back into a little cardio? I don't know. So just give me the Nuggets to cover. I'm not saying they're going to win the game, but just give me them to cover. As far as player props, I like Jonas Valanciunas, or Jonas, however you say his name. Valanciunas, 7+ points is his line. He had 13 against these guys last time they played. So if he only had 13 minutes in that game. So if he gets any sort of good minutes, I think he'll get to the 7 points. And then I like Cason Wallace here for 12 points. Last time these plays, he had like 25, and he played because J-Dub was hurt. J-Dub's hurt again, so I expect him to get a lot of minutes, and his line's set at 12. Well, actually, his line's set at 10, but I bumped it to 12 so we get the plus money on it, especially considering last time they played, he scored a bunch of points against him. So Cason Wallace, 12 points. Valanciunas 7 points, and then I'll just throw this out there for you guys. I don't know if you guys know, probably you do. Shea's on this crazy streak, right, of scoring 25 a game. It's 20 or 25 a game. He's at 130 games, 120 games, something like that. He's trying to keep that streak going. He's got a pretty good line right now for 25+ points. I want to say, yeah, it is. Let me look real quick, just since I've got it right here. Shea points. Just throwing it out there for you guys. If you take him for 25 points, it's minus 200, right? But what I've been doing throughout the season, if you parlay that with, Thunder money line, it tends to hit because they don't lose a lot of games, and that's usually it pays out pretty good, especially unlike DraftKings. You take money line, which is minus 300. You parlay those two together, it's a minus 130 pick, so it's almost straight money, and you get Shea at 25 points, and you get the money line for the Thunder, which most of the time they win their games, especially at home. They're really, really good. So anyway, that's what I like. Just throwing it out there. Just that streak's still alive, so maybe watch that. And if you guys are betting on that because he's just been incredible, then there you go. Didn't want to leave that one out of the video. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I'll have my short coming out soon, lock of the day. We're 2 days in a row with that, so we're 4-3 on the season. Or not on the season, but since the All-Star break, we're 4-3, somewhat profitable, which is always nice. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys are playing. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.